I have Punita Lakhani, who is a divorce recovery coach, and she's had a tremendous journey which led her to create something called the modern Mirabai movement. Isn't that a wonderful name? I find that name so catchy. And the reason I'm creating this video today with her is because since the pandemic started, the divorce rates have skyrocketed. The number is 30% rise in divorce rates according to the advocates in the family court. So Punita tells us all about why divorce happens and what kind of couples should not go for divorce and how to help yourself if you are going through a divorce and are recovering from a divorce as well. I'm really excited to introduce you to Punita Lakhani because she is an amazing woman, super inspiring. And she's on a mission to help people find their true self and recover from a divorce in a stronger way. Today, I'm asking Punita a few simple questions to help you understand what exactly is a divorce recovery coach and how they can help a person who's going through a divorce and what kind of couples should not opt for a divorce. First off, Punita, please introduce yourself to the audience and tell us who you are and share about your life journey.
Thank you so much, Purti, for inviting me here. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. I have been on a very adventurous roller coaster ride. I have gone through a nasty divorce 7 years back, and I wasted the prime youth of my lifetime trying to go through a phase which nobody likes and wants to talk about. That has given me the strength today to be able to understand what is the pain a person goes through when they are going through a divorce and a separation. What is the state, the mental state, emotional state that they are in when they are in this low self-esteem, self-worth, downward spiral journey. I took it as my life purpose, my life vision to help all the people who are going through this low phase of their life to save those 7 years, to help them give and get their respect back. That is what Modern Mirabai is all about. That is what Punita's mission is all about.
It is amazing how you have mustered the courage to help people out there who are going through probably what you went through or something worse. Now, my next question is, what exactly is a divorce recovery coach? Most of us are new to this term and we want to know, what exactly does a divorce recovery coach do?
A divorce recovery coach is a constant emotional support for their entire journey that they have ahead, which could be 6 months, it could be 1 year, it could be 2.5 years, as per case. And I'll tell you my example. When I was in that phase, I gave a job interview and I was asked this question: are you married or are you single? That was the marital status question. And I went into such a tiffy because I did not know. Am I married? No. Am I single? No. Is there a place where I can tick box and say going through a divorce? Not only they become your emotional support, they also help you through your entire process. They help you restart your life on a courageous, strong foot. They help you earn that respect back in your relationships which you lost long back. That is what the job of a divorce recovery coach is. And a lot of people are still to know that this is a service which is now being offered in India. And I just hope and pray that a lot of people are able to take help from these services.
I do agree with you that a lot of people in India are not aware of the potential of what this coach can do to help. So if you or anybody that you know is going through a divorce or is recovering from one, then please ask them to consider consulting a divorce recovery coach. So on to my next question. I want to know from you, how can couples decide when not to go for divorce?
Well, there are a lot of people who stand on the verge, on the cliff, whole of their life, unable to decide whether should they be going forward and take the divorce or whether they should not take the divorce and continue with their marriage. If you go in for a divorce, there is a divorce recovery coach to help you. If you want to stay in a marriage, you have a marriage counselor that can help you. There is help always available at your fingertips, only if you can make that decision. Let me tell you 4 reasons why you should not be considering a divorce. Point number 1. if you are wanting to take revenge, if you really want that to happen, then I don't think you have really understood what love and relationship really is. Point number 2, if you are very, very lazy, if you cannot take your self responsibility, then it's better you stay in that marriage. क्योंकि वो मैरिज एक कैमोफ्लाज है जिसने आपको अच्छे से अभी बंद करके रखा हुआ है, संभाल के रखा हुआ है. Point number 3, if you really love your kids and you want to give them a healthy upbringing, and I'm telling you something very contrary, for the sake of that kid that you love so much, you should actually part ways. So if you really love your child, you should actually start respecting yourself, teach them what healthy relationships are. And point number 4, last but not the least, if you really cannot face your inner demons, you may be having some addictions. आपको कोई आदत हो सकती है, maybe alcohol, maybe sex, maybe too much of partying or friends or whatever, smoking. Because after divorce, you will be confronting your own self. So if you really are in love with your addictions, then you really don't love yourself. Those would be the 4 reasons.
It may seem like the best option out of a toxic relationship, but do consider the worst case scenarios before you decide to go for a divorce. My next question to you is about the modern Mirabai movement. I love the name and I love the fact that you've started something so revolutionary. So tell our audience what exactly this is and what inspired you to start this.
Modern Mirabai movement is here to empower people who are going through their divorce and separation to earn their respect back, to improve their quality of life by focusing on 3 things. Number 1, building a resilient mind inside out. Second, prioritizing themselves, teaching them what is self-love, helping them overcome the low self-worth, the low self-esteem feeling that they are struggling with. And third, teaching them how to take complete self-responsibility. Because that is only how you can bring in a change, not only in your life, but in the life of the immediate family that loves you so much.
So if you have not read about Mirabai, then please do read about her. You will get inspired. My next question to you, Punita, is what exactly is the reason, or what are the reasons behind the rising cases of divorce in the world and in India? The last big divorce that shocked everybody was Bill Gates and Melinda Gates going through a divorce. This came as a surprise to me because they've had a tremendous journey as a couple. So I'm really wondering as to what goes on between 2 people that ends up in a divorce.
If I can give you a simple fact, there are more divorces happening in this lockdown, COVID pandemic times than the marriages for that matter. As per the data which has come in from the advocates of the family court, it says that there has been a 30% spike in the petitions which are filed for divorce and separation. So young couples with 1 to 5 years of age bracket, their primary reasons, and I'll be referring to some notes here, are infidelity, extramarital affairs, physical and psychological incapabilities, overindulgence in porn and dissatisfaction of sexual life, financial insecurity, and job losses, altercations from the in-laws and harassment that comes in from the prolonged home stays. You end up wanting tall, dark, handsome or white, fair, bodybuild guys. You're looking at things which not necessarily every boy should be having. Doesn't mean he's not eligible for marriage. So, or probably after marriage he's not able to satisfy. I think there are a lot of aspects which we fail to look at and evaluate the whole big picture in a manner beyond the physical looks or the physical expectations. And in senior couples, the couples which are beyond 5 years of age, for them Majorly, it's financial insecurity which brings them to the brim of, parting ways. We had a case which had come in. This woman was dependent on her husband to provide her all the financial support, and the husband was staying in some far off land, sending her money. He did not send her the money for a few months, and in her anxiety, in her anxiousness, she reached out to some other man who agreed to help her in exchange of some physical benefits. This woman, in her dire need, agreed to entertain this man. It went on for a couple of months when a third man happened to see her with the second man. He also started demanding her. It was only in a matter of few months that there were 4 men feeding on her body like parasite. We actually had to pluck her out of her situation, implant her somewhere else, help her restart a new life. So I would really emphasize on the importance of financial stability for women in the divorce cases which are coming in the senior couples.
That leads me to the next question. So Punita, tell us how couples can work towards nurturing a healthy and a long-lasting marriage.
What a wonderful question, Spurti, that you have asked today, and let me share my views over it. My favorite one, the first one, would be spending time with each other, being vocal about your emotions and your mind. Tell them in a non-criticizing, non-demanding, non-threatening manner. When you are authentic about the need, your partner senses it. The second one being trying to create an intimate space with your partner, a safe zone with your partner where the partner does not feel threatened at all. So let me tell you this, do not mistake me when I say intimacy. Intimacy is not just physical, it is physical and emotional intimacy. You need to understand the difference between the two. There are moments when you need to be giving your partner an emotional support. There are times where you need to give your partner the physical intimacy. Third, last but not the least, it is respecting your partner in smallest of the ways, where you be conscious of the words that you're using. So your body language, your tonality, the choice of words, the pitch have a lot to contribute in what you want to say. It's the relationship saving account, as I call it. We create small deposits each time we give and we give in a relationship. If you start expecting from day one in a relationship when you've not even invested enough, और आजकल बहुत लोग ऐसे करते हैं कि आप पहले मेरे लिए करो तभी तो मैं आपके लिए करूँगी. So first invest, create deposit, and then expect a return back. So those would be my 3 cents, Spurti. For anybody who wants to reach out to me, I'm just a message away. Whether it's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Twitter, Clubhouse or Discord, any of those channels, if you can reach out to me, drop me a DM. I'll be more than glad to connect with you. Success is yours, a new life awaits you. Do not hesitate in opening up to strangers, because sometimes it's the strangers who are non-judgmental and willing to lead you than the intimate close family who has prejudices which may or may not work in this current world, right?
Thank you, Punita, for taking out the time to share these beautiful insights and your advice and tips for people out there. I really hope this helps you guys.